Hi there, my name is Shane. I'm here to make your day a little bit better. Now, one thing I wanted to talk about during this video is we started doing a motivational vlog last week. We had a lot of good feedback from that. A lot of people were interested in what we did, so we're back again with that. Now, if you want to have a normal life vlog that basically tells stories and do stuff like that, that one will be back on Friday this week as well. And yeah, we got a lot of cool stuff planned for this month. But before I get into this video, I wanted to talk about this month and what that means. Every month when it starts out, right now we're on the 4th, and the thing is, I always have kind of a conflict of interest with myself every month because I start my new goal list, if you will. So if you know me, my two most difficult days of every series of months is the first and the last day. First, because I'm writing my goals out for this month that I'm going to be doing, and the last because I get to reflect on which ones I didn't hit. Now, I take to heart a lot of different advice from self-help gurus and friends and family and video games and everything you can, and I don't have a problem with failing at something. Okay, I understand that happens, but I also make goals extremely high to try and go along with the mantra that it's not those who reach too high and miss, it's those who reach too low and hit a lot of your goals, because you might stagnate and stop and be like, well, I did it, so cool. And I think that gets dangerous. So there's a lot of stuff that I put extremely high and I'm like, can I make it there? And sometimes I do. And that's extremely satisfying. Other times I don't, but it's still something to help me reach and approach there. And I talk to, especially if you're in the Discord, the For the Sake of Gaming Discord that we have set up for the Shanicus streams and a bunch of other streamers and content creators as well. We talk about a lot of stuff in there. I ask, what are your guys' goals this month? And then I also jump around in other Discords and talk to people what their goals are. And some people are like, just 10 followers and that'll be all. You can get that in an hour if you just go to a follow for follow site. That's nothing big. And it's difficult because I really want to help push people. And I feel like a jerk sometimes when I push you guys. And I swear that's not my goal. I just want to see as much as I can help you do what you want in life. I think complacency is extremely dangerous in this life, because of the fact that, as far as we know, you only get one shot. Cue the Eminem music. But no, it's serious. You only get one shot at this thing we call life, as far as we can tell. So you might as well make the best of it. Now, today, I wanted to chat a little bit about one of the things about when I set these goals. One of the big things when you go to set your goals is you need to be able to focus. Unfortunately, you're gonna hear this word over and over again constantly from people, that focus makes reality and all these other things. Tony Robbins is big on this. Eric Thomas is big on this. All these people have these names that are like, Mine Shane Hollers doesn't flow as well, but either way, that's regardless. Now, when it comes to focusing, one thing that I have really found helps me is music. And I want to talk briefly on focus in music and also echo chambers. So with this, when I tell someone I listen to the same song over and over again on repeat when I'm doing a certain task, sometimes they think it sounds crazy. But as an example, last year it was very big on blogging. It was kind of my first dip my toe into the water, if you will, to start to see if this is what I want to do. And when I started branching out into the internet again, because years and years and years ago, oh God, like 12 years ago, that's crazy to say, I started blogging right when I did college, and it wasn't bad. I actually saw some turnaround really quickly, but it was still early enough into a lot of those sites where I was getting traction. And now it's like tossing a coin into the ocean, it's gone in a second. So blogging, I started doing, and I would pump out an article a day. And that was usually around 700 to 2,000 words edited with photographs every day. Some days I took off like this is a Sunday or something, but other times I would do 2 articles in one day and just schedule it to post. And I did that for about 3 solid months. And then life kind of hit. I took a second job during the summer and yada, 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 yada. But the whole thing here is, every single time I did a blog, I would listen to the same song called Project Ye by Vicetone. It's actually, oddly enough, a League of Legends. So I don't even play League of Legends anymore, but it would be Project Ye from Vicetone, and I would listen to that. And as soon as I put it on, my brain was in the mode to start writing. Now, a few more examples. Every time I'm reading a book that is like a self-help book, or I need to learn from this book, a study book, when I'm in the mode to study yet read, I always listen to the album The Last of the Mohicans because it gets me into that mindset just constantly. And I mean, when I do push-ups, I always listen to Electric Powwow by A Tribe Called Red. It's one of those things. Having that song that gets you into that mindset where you immediately start saying, I'm writing, I'm exercising, focusing on studying, whatever the case, is cool and important, and it's something I suggest trying. But along with that, if you have songs that you just like and you try and use one of those songs to become familiar with it, it doesn't quite have the same effect because songs carry memories to them. So when you're trying to self-motivate, if you put on, let's say, your favorite song album, let's say you put on, let's go to my emo kids here, Black Parade, and you know those songs, they pump you up, they give you energy, they're all good. All it takes is one song to remind you of something else, and you will have lost focus on what your current track of mind is. So one thing I suggest strongly to you is really try and branch out some of your music. A lot of people say, when I ask them what do they listen to, they say, oh, everything. But really what you're listening to is the same 10 albums you've listened to since you were in high school. There's nothing wrong with that. Music is what, it is to you, it's your stuff, but really I strongly suggest looking out and seeing what's out there. There's so many different types of music. A lot of times when because I almost always have music going on. I don't have it during this recording, of course, because otherwise you would hear that music over me, but we have some lo-fi hip hop going on, just something in the background to casually be there. The most recent liked songs that I found randomly going through Spotify, it's constant that I'm trying to find new music to add to my repertoire and my library so I can actually expand what I know and what I understand. There's this weird clickiness from high school that people have retained and held on to fiercely, that no, I only like rap music, I can't listen to rock. Or no, I'm only into death metal, I would never touch pop, or whatever the case. And you do miss out on a lot of stuff by not trying to expand. Some of those songs just completely blow you away when you're trying to get into a mindset of focusing. You may not know that if you put on some headphones and you put on a classical song by Mozart, that suddenly you're gonna be able to get into a whole different mindset and zone and just get stuff done. And I say try that. Honestly try it. You get into this weird loop with it too. You put that same song on repeat and suddenly like, holy crap, I played that song 80 times this week? I guess I did. But you don't hear it. It's kind of to drown out everything else. All the little bursts of sparks of memories coming out of your head that you're trying to, shift off to the side. Music helps that immensely. So with that, with our goal setting, with everything we're doing here, like I said, when it comes to focus, try and pick that one song that you think can get you to that extra level, that extra step. If you ever want music suggestions too, get a hold of me in the Discord, get a hold of me in Twitch, Facebook, Twitter, all the different ones. We have so much social media stuff going on now while we're trying to build all this content creation stuff. But it matters. I am more than happy to share my music with you. I have my top 10 favorite songs, which could probably be its own video there, that have very specific memories for me. Right? Like, even though I listened to that Project Yee song, oh God, if I check Spotify, it's probably like 7,000 times. It doesn't mean it's my favorite song. It's my focus song. All my favorite songs carry memories or ideals to them, and they really bring to me an emotion that I can latch onto and say, yeah, I needed that. And so that's where my top 10 favorite songs come from. And sometimes one of the songs will come out and it'll be better than the current emotion that I had in there already, like for getting, joy or getting, energized or whatever the case. It'll replace, be like, this does more than this does now. There's nothing wrong with that either. But it's kind of the talk that I wanted to have with you was focus, music, memory, and expand your music. Don't get into that echo chamber of only the same 10 songs. I was watching a masterclass by Neil deGrasse Tyson, and he has such a good concept that if all you ever do is read books you like, listen to music and talk to people who think the same as you, you will never expand. And that's so true. God, it's so true. Just go out and talk to people. Well, online. You can't do that right now, but you know what I mean. Anyways, once again, thank you very much. And a little bit of side notes here. We're going to be doing a t-shirt giveaway with the Shanikiss logo and all that good stuff. It's going to be done with our Twitch channel. So if you go ahead and drop a follow over there, you have a chance to win. If you're subbed, you have 2 chances to win. Because we're going to give one away to subs and one away to followers at the end of the month. It's going to be a fun thing. We're excited to do it. I've never done giveaways before, really, except for once, and it didn't feel good, and we're trying. So once again, thanks for stopping by. Hope I was able to help motivate you a little bit. Get some new music into your library. Comment down below a new song you just found, not one that you've known before, and tell me what it made you feel. Something different. Not a normal song you always say. I mean that. So help me if you post something by Bon Jovi again because you listened to it 20,000 times. No. Oh my God, 20,000 times would be so much for a Bon Jovi song. Anyways, I'm Shane, like I said, and I hope you have a good day.